Welcome back to another episode of Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya, and we are in the final stretch of the season. This is Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya 2wei Herz, I meant. We are in the final stretch of the season, and in the previous episode we got lore, a lot of lore. It was great. But so we found out a few things. First of all, the 8th card was Gilgamesh, but not just Gilgamesh, it was Kid Gilgamesh, who was also bathed in the black mud of the Grail, right? Obviously corrupted Gilgamesh and stuff like that, which was interesting. You guys did say, because I was talking about how it's very similar to the Kid Gilgamesh that we saw in FGO, but you guys once again said, as is everything in Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya, it is from Hollow Ataraxia. Of course, everything is from Hollow Ataraxia in here, but which is also getting a remake. I do know about that, guys. I do know about it getting a remake. I believe, wait, is it today? Wait, is Hollow Ataraxia the one that gets a remake like today or something? It might be. I am going to play it on stream, by the way, if you don't know. I'm streaming FGO right now, but eventually, at some point, in the long future, I'm going to play Hollow Ataraxia as well, because I plan to play FGO on stream, and then Fate Stay Night, the entire visual novel, and then after that, Hollow Ataraxia. So, yeah, that's going to be in a long time. But either way, that doesn't matter. That's tangent. But in the previous episode, the other things that we found out is, so Karen, she's an observer, right? Which would probably means she's kind of like taking up the mantle of what Kirei was doing, and also a similar thing that Kirei's dad was doing. So kind of continuing the lineage, you know. Even though her last name is not Kotomine, she is still continuing the lineage, continuing the family business, if you will, right? So that was interesting. But the biggest bombshell that happened in the previous episode is we found out that there is a Holy Grail War happening separate from the Einsburn Holy Grail War. So I'm guessing this is a Holy Grail War that, I don't know if it was Zelrech who also made it happen. The name Holy Grail War kind of, I don't know. I wonder how it is, because obviously we know how the Einsburn Holy Grail War happened. This Zelrech ended up using his jeweled dagger thingy to change the the rules of the summoning war, or whatever it was called, to make it so that instead of everyone fighting together to defeat a beast, or, you know, some kind of threat to humanity, he changed it so that it's gonna be, or it wasn't just him, like the three families also were also there and responsible for it, but they changed it so that the Holy Grail War now is all 7 classes fighting against each other for the Holy Grail, right? It's basically just a mini game of, or I guess a changed game, a mod, if you will, for the summoning ritual that originally existed, right? That was made into the Holy Grail War, or the Einsburn Holy Grail War. But this one is supposedly a separate one. So I wonder if Zelrech also was responsible for this one, or if it was someone else. Does anyone else have actually access to magic? Or maybe, I don't think Magecraft is enough. I'm pretty sure you would need magic, right? Or something like that. If anyone has access to magic strong enough to change and create their own Holy Grail War, I guess we're gonna find that out. And then at the end of the episode, we saw Kid Gil actually separate from the entire black mud that was consuming him, because he was in the cross of the Greater Grail, and he got thrown out of the husk of the black mud, and he's now just chilling there, so all naked, and Illya was touching him up, so to make sure that he's naked. Well, it was kind of like unintentional, but still. So yeah, I guess we'll see where this episode's gonna go. Is it gonna be more lore? I hope so, because I feel like we don't know much about, or anything about, this new Holy Grail War, so I want to find out more about it, and I'm super excited for it. So let's just do that, shall we? So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred as always on a Patreon down in the description, and let's go into Fate Kaleid Liner Prisma Illya 2wei Herz episode 9. She has her hand on the joystick. Oh, the goat. They did? Well, you should explain what's happening. ああ。That's Gilgamesh, alright. Worldwide. Nice, Adam. Yep. I'm not sure if it's connecting properly. So, Kid Gilgamesh is, if I understand correctly, it's basically a Gilgamesh that drank the potion of youth or whatever, right? Golden Boy! I love that anime. Hmm? Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Spill the beans, girl. Spill the beans. Scale of incarnation. That was the Ansburn castle. In Germany. Miyu.
あの術式にあった残滓だけじゃ満足できなかったってわけだね。やめて。聖杯戦争の続きをするにしても、君がいなくちゃ始まらない。やめて。何せ君は、それ以上、口を開くな。
She's the key?
あの時、
Stop! I swear to God!
流血。大空洞を中心に半径400メートル程度のところ。地脈がわずかにずれていた。何かの間違いだと思った。あんなずれ方はありえない。でもそれと、大空洞上部の木々の消失。この2つを立体で考えれば、状況証拠でしかない。けど、全ての辻褄が合ってしまう。つまり、大空洞周辺の空間が丸ごと別の世界と入れ替わっている。
That makes sense!
ならば
Kaleid stay second to magic.
眠ってばかりだった君が随分とおてんばになったものだ。もしかして秘密だったのかな。平行世界のお姫様。
Princess from a parallel world. Okay, I thought that she would be from a parallel world. That makes a lot of sense, right? Yes.
そう。いつかはこんな時が来ると覚悟していました。けれどミユ、それでもあなたは私の妹なのですわ。
Also, princess.
世界。ごめんね。
So it's an isekai.
人の暴くのは趣味じゃないんだけど。
Or a reverse isekai.
こうなってしまったんだからしょうがない。運が悪かったと思って諦めてくれるかな。これが君の
Fate.
運命だと思って。
運命。
どういう意味？一体何の話をしているの？ああ、君たちにはお礼を言わなきゃね。境目で迷子になってた僕を実数域の方から見つけてくれたんだから。
Real number region. What the?
乱暴だな。術式の乗っ取りは終わったのかい？しないで。ああ、やっぱりか。血肉が半端で終わっちゃったせいなのかな。僕の財宝のうち武具の大半はあっちもちみたいだね。
Oh.
無理はしない方がいいよ。あれも僕という英霊だ。地上のあらゆる財を集めた最古の英雄を。君たちに勝ち目があるとは思えないね。まったく、万能の願望機を降霊させるための儀式、聖杯戦争。そのために僕ら英霊までも利用しようって言うんだから迷惑な話さ。ふざけないで。今あなたがどうにかしようとしているのは比喩でしょ。
Oh, yes. Nice. I don't think that's gonna do much.
聖杯戦争のために
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well, right?
比喩を？
The key, right? She would be the key in the parallel world.
まあ、別に珍しくもない。いろんな世界で、いろんな時代で繰り返されてきた儀式だものね。
Woo! Nice dodge. Ooh! No, I don't want to see that again.
彼女は特別だ。やめて。
The OST! Oh, she dodged it.
聖杯戦争のために生まれたのかって？やめて。
He's aura farming so hard though.
彼女のために聖杯戦争が作られたんだよ。彼女は生まれながらに完成された。
It's a complete version of the Holy Grail?
カードも僕も彼女のために生まれた。すべての元凶にして
The root of everything?
それが彼女という存在だ。
You say the root, huh?
聖杯、ミユさんが天然物で、しかも中身入り。オリジナルに極めて近い、とびきりのレアリティさ。人間が聖杯という機能を持ってしまった。
Yo!
聖杯に人間めいた人格がついてしまったのかな。いずれにせよ、彼女は世界が生んでしまった規格外の不良品だ。
Why is she not stronger then? Maybe she can't use the powers.
不良品。そうだ。私は私のせいだ。みんな、私がここに来なければ、やっぱり何も望まなければ。
Shira. Nice! Clutch!
ダメだったんだ。拒んでも、抗っても、逃げても。
Okay, I'm gonna pause here. I know it's like a climactic moment, but I feel like we're not gonna have any chance to pause anywhere else, so I'm just gonna pause here. Okay, so wow, a lot of lore, a lot of exposition. Holy fuck. Okay, so this second or new or different Holy Grail War, whatever you want to call it, is a Holy Grail War from a parallel world where Miyu was the not just the key, but also the complete Grail, they said. So I'm guessing the complete Grail would kind of be, I don't know, the lesser plus the greater Grail together. Basically, the key and the keyhole together, or I guess the treasure and the key for it, right? Which would be the lesser Grail plus the Holy Grail, or the greater Grail, sorry. I guess. But she's from a parallel world, the princess there. We saw Shiro there, which is interesting. I'm gonna guess that she's kind of like a parallel Illya or something. She has the same birthday. She saw the Einsbern castle in the flashback, so she's been there. So it makes the most sense that she would be somehow like, I don't know, maybe like an alternate Illya or something. Yeah, something along those lines. I'm not sure yet. I'm sure they're gonna elaborate on it, but okay. And Kid Gil mentioned that they're in the Vil number world or whatever. So does that mean that Miyu is from the complex plane world? Is there a complex, like full world of complex planes? And is Second True Magic involved in this? Because Second True Magic like works with like different dimensions and stuff like that, right? I don't know, but that's interesting. That's cool. It doesn't surprise me that she's from a parallel world, but it does surprise me everything else around it, right? That's really interesting. Unme. な what? お Whoa, what in Tiamat? Oh. あお。Yo! No!
レプリカじゃオリジナルには勝てない。
Huh?
ああ、逃げていればよかったのに。
No, that was her shadow clone.
無駄に命を散らすなんて。
What the fuck? What? Yes! Presence concealment! Woo! Bit slapped!
驚いた。あと一本ステッキがあったらまずかったかも。ミユはどこ？僕の中さ。ちょうど中心部くらいかな。ちゃんと生きてるよ。でも気をつけて。君は今ここで死んじゃうかもしれない。うまく避けてね。イリアさん！
Nice, Kura!
バカじゃないの？こんなやつを相手に生身なんて。
Bro, it's the same in every single world, isn't it? Gilgamesh and Illya.
なんなのよ。
Oh!
攻撃方法から見て8枚目のカードでしょ。マゼットさん。しかしどうしてこんな偉業に。何があったかくらい言いなさいよ、イリア。
Nice!
敵であることには変わりません。話は分かったけど信じたくはないわね。あの中にミユが。でもどうするのよ。助けるにしてもこんなの。ミユは自分ごと壊してって言った。だから何？これが運命だって。あなたには関係ないことだって。だから何よ。だから見捨てるっていうの。違う。違うの。
It's so disgusting.
その怪我を治す時間ぐらいは待ってあげるわよ。その間にあんたの答えちゃんと形にしなさいよね。一応聞くけど作戦は？あの核の部分を殴る。それしかないでしょ。乗ったらあいつを丸ごと吹っ飛ばそうとするよりよっぽど現実的よね。ありがたい。ターゲットが分散するなら接近が楽になる。あら、素直じゃない。
Ea is probably its strongest attack, right? So she can probably counter it. Counter Ea.
あなたたちのことは。そりゃそうも。
Ura ura! She's so cool. Nice!
オーバーエッジ。
Ooh, okay. Oh, we saw them before, right? Ooh! Ooh!
痛いはずなのに、ミユもこんな気持ちだったのかな。バーサーカーと戦った時、私が逃げてた時、ミユは一人で到底かないっこない敵と戦っていたんだよね。どうしてなのかな。ミユ様はおっしゃいました。イリアは初めての友達だから。
Yeah, motivate her.
そっか。どうにも体が大きくなると攻撃まで大雑把になっていけない。でもまあどうせなら。
Oh! Yo! Yo!
もっと大雑把に行こうか。
That's epic!
さすがにもう避けてとは言えないな。あの攻撃範囲は。
Yeah.
危険です、イリアさん。投げ払いがきます。何してるの、イリア。あんただけでも飛んで逃げなさい。逃げられないよ。逃げられるはずがない。私のしなくちゃいけないことがある。
Damn, he slowed down.
ようやくわかった。ミユを絶対引っ叩く。は？何を？サファイア、力を貸して。
How long is the attack in the air for?
お願い。しょうがないですね。やっちゃいましょう。
Yeah, the planes. It's a double mystic code? Yo, animation! Ooh, get smitten! Ho ho ho!
でしょ。
Double unlimited mana.
私ね、怒ってるんだよ。
Yeah.
関係ないあなたを巻き込んでしまってごめんなさい。そんなの友達に言うセリフじゃないっての。
Yo!
引きずり出して。
She's a fairy! She's a... Wait, what? No, man. That was... Okay. I genuinely blinked and this episode was over. Oh my god. Okay. What a crazy one. So, we got a lot of lore. And I think I get some of it. And there's still more that's gonna be explained in the anime as we watch it. About the entire parallel world situation and the parallel war. But so let's go from the beginning. So they said, or Karen said, that 3 months ago, so that was around the time when the actual cards first appeared, there was some kind of dimensional, I don't know, some kind of dimensional rift happened. Yeah, that's it. A dimensional rift in the forest happened, where a part of the forest got swapped out by something else. It's kind of just like swap dimensions in like one part of the forest, and everything seemed chill. But the cards then appeared, and there were people appearing and going into and outside of the ley line cave, the cave where the Greater Grail is in, right? And there was one time where just one person came out, and that was Miyu, right? So who were the people going in and out then? I don't know. I guess, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, Miyu one time came out. So she came from the other world, right? She came from the parallel world, which makes sense. In the parallel world, she was a princess and she was a complete grail. Now, I don't remember ever hearing the term complete grail before. If I go by some kind of logic, it's a combination of the lesser grail and greater grail. That sounds to me like a complete grail, but I could be wrong. That's purely going off of like just complete logic that I try to make sense of in my mind. If that was the case, I'm gonna guess that her powers are locked away and stuff, because we know what the power of the Holy Grail is, and we know how like the power of the Holy Grail is enough to basically birth a beast, right? Or a beast level threat at least. And she, like, Miyu's not weak, but she's definitely not on the level that you would expect someone who with the power of the Holy Grail to be, right? So yeah, I'm guessing that her power, or she can't really use that power. She just has it, kind of like how Illya can't, even when she had the Holy Grail or Lesser Grail within her, she couldn't really tap into the power of the Lesser Grail, right? She was just a vessel for it. I'm gonna guess that Miyu is kind of like a similar thing. She's kind of like a vessel for it, right? Which is so cool, so interesting. I mean, it's kind of tragic. Obviously, we know the fate of vessels and stuff, but it's really cool. And then she saw, first of all, she saw Shiro in one of the flashbacks, right? In like some kind of like cell, prison, something. With like bandages over his arms, kind of like what he did or what he had in Fate Stay Night, right? When he had to bandage his arm because it was like archers and stuff. Kind of reminded me of that. I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but that's what I thought of in the moment. And the other flashback that she had was of the actual Einsbern castle in Germany, right? Which she shouldn't know about unless she was there in the parallel world, right? So, I don't know. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And the other thing... Wait, what? There were more things. Oh yeah, Illya here in the end. I don't I mean, I'm guessing she just got more power out of two Mysticals, like wielding two Mysticals at the same time. I guess that makes sense. I don't know if they're gonna go more into that. Maybe it's just the combined power of Ruby and Sapphire. Would anyone be able to do that? Or is Illya special to be able to do that? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. Because we've never seen anyone actually try to use both Ruby and Sapphire before. But I guess we're gonna find that out in like upcoming episodes. But that was cool. That was really epic. And what the hell is this, Gilgamesh? Why does this thing look so ugly? It's so disgusting. It looks like actually the CG Tiamat that we saw in FGO the anime, right? In Babylonia anime. It's like the CG Jurassic Tiamat. Yeah. Okay. That's cool though. Epic episode, man. So good. And Karen, she said she's like a Kennedy, and she just kind of like passed out at the tree there. And she said that she's kind of like, her bleeding is kind of like responding to the magecraft and stuff. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe we're gonna find out more about Karen, or maybe that is some kind of nod to Holotaraxia again. I don't know. But either way, she doesn't look like she's doing too hot. So I don't think she's gonna be of much help here, to be honest. But I guess we'll find out as we watch more. But fucking awesome episode, man, and I'm excited to see how this concludes in the next episode tomorrow. So whew, I'm so excited. Speaking of tomorrow, tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming the final episode, or the final chapters of Babylonia. We're gonna be wrapping up FGO Babylonia, which, random thing, I usually don't talk about my streams, but might as well talk about it here. So tomorrow we're gonna be finishing Babylonia on stream, probably around the time that the new episode of Illya also releases on my channel, maybe even a little before that. But anyways, doesn't matter. So that's all. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the final episode of Fate Kaleid Liner, Prisma Illya 2wei Herz. Peace.